So I guess we opening.
Good morning, all. Welcome to the tourism meeting, January 23rd, 2023. Welcome all here to the meeting. I need a motion to approve the minutes of December 12th, 2022. Dickinson, Ms. Runyon. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. All over the privilege of the floor. Anybody that has any comments at the beginning? Seeing none, we'll move on to the actual agenda. Paul was called in for jury duty this morning, so we'll get it replaced. Peter's gonna help over here and start with the resolutions.
Yeah, he just got it. He's coming right up, but these are pretty standard resolutions that we do at the start of every year. The resolution request A is the ARTC matching funds resolution. So part of our the ability to get matching funds, you have to provide money to the region and then they match it. So it's a formula that they worked out that I don't quite know, but that's the number that we need to provide the region.
That comes from the money from the state.
Correct, state money.
We need a motion to move ahead. Mr. Wild, Ms. Runyon. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed. Number 2, Pete.
Resolution B, STR, we use that data quite often. Like everything else, the price of things have gone up, so the increase from 4,860 to 5,346 for what is essentially the same stats that we get. It's just so we'd like to continue that. We do use that to make informed decisions.
Yes,
I'll move it.
okay. Second, Ms. Runyon. Any questions?
If I could just make one
Yes,
quick
sir.
comment, because I did get a copy of the subscription form for it. And it does pretty thoroughly provide this year going forward the ability to share information with certain partners. So I'll get that back to Twitter once I finish that review. But that has been a question in the past. So the guidance and the scope that on the form that they provide is pretty clear. And I'll make sure that if that's the committee department. Contractually, we don't do based on this.
So we don't need to hold this up. We move forward on this. All right, so we got a motion and a second. All in favor? Opposed? All right, number C.
Resolution C, it is the summer and fall guide. We printed 80,000 of these last year. It's really a similar guide. We've moved all of the guides. They were well requested. We're actually having requests coming in now. So this is a piece that is in demand and we've been working on it. And this is the lowest bid out of 3 that provided bids to us. They actually printed it last year and they did a pretty darn good job.
Dickinson, Mr. Wild. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. All right, so we have any ongoing discussions that we need to bring up?
Sure. So in past meetings, we talked about the Simple View website platform being put together and transitioned from our current sites to that. It'll work well with CVB. It'll work well with what our stakeholders have to offer. It allows some opportunity for individual people to input stuff onto our site. So they can update their own events, they can update their own listing. So what I'd like to do is set the next meeting as a time to review what we currently have, finalize that proposal and present it at least.
Anything else?
I have to call a Simple View this week, so we use the Simple View data already. Do I need to be up there?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Please.
So for the CVB, actually for the Chamber CVB and the Welcome Center, we use Simple View as a core database. And so on my call this week, I'm going to ask them if you move forward with anything for Simple View, if they can transfer the data that we've already put in there, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So we have added right now, everything on Meat Lake George comes right from our database and feeds our website. And I know currently your database is not necessarily talking, you're doing it all twice. So that's gonna be our discussion, and the state is also looking, we're also looking at how our data, having a simple view, can feed their website more easily. We just had discussions at a statewide meeting last week. So the state is also using Simple View for the I Love New York website, which I know that you're already feeding them event information, but if it could go Simple View to Simple View, even as your database platform, that could work. We do not have a Simple View website for Meat Lake George. We just have one that's been locally made, but we use an API that we have an annual license for the feed. And so that's how we're using all of that information. So I'll find out more on Thursday for my call.
Yeah, I think one of the wonderful things about this platform is that it would renew year over year, and it gives us a lot of like broad abilities to start linking things together that we haven't really had before. And then at the end of 4 years, you don't have to rebid the whole project and lose anything that we built up. So some of that stuff is going to be fantastic, and that's just scratching the surface of where it will work, especially if the state starts to kind of hold on to it for a while. It's going to be a really good move for the department and CVB and for the stakeholders, because it'll have these portals where hoteliers and event people can log right in and modify their events directly as they see fit, when they see fit. So I'll have more to present on that, actually, actual presentation next meeting to move forward with.
Thank you, Peter. All you have anything to add to that?
No, I'm all set, thanks.
Right. So we have no referrals. So we'll open to the public, members of the floor, any questions that somebody might have?
Oh, I did want to compliment for the renewal of the matching funds with the Adirondack region. Because of Joanne's influence and her experience and expertise, she was able to get it so that they could produce as a region hiking all of those guides, and we got the permission to actually have them at the Welcome Center, whereas we were not able to do any of that in the past. That's a huge coup, and it's all because of Joanne and her being the coordinator of that. So congratulations, it's a big deal, because we're going to go through those materials like nobody's business.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Mr. Dickinson? Do I get a second? Ms. Mannion? All in favor?
Fine.